guys, this reading is going to be for Gemini. As usual, I'm going to do a Celtic crossbread, which is pretty thorough. You got past, present, future, conscious thoughts, subconscious thoughts, and 4 extra cards on the side, with an additional 3 from the universe in response to the reading. Now, throughout the reading, I'm going to be clarifying afterwards, just, you know, if we get caught up on anything, so that we can see it in a more complete light. So let's get to it. Alright, so the ones that just fell out, you get the 6 of Cups in reverse, the 3 of Cups upright, and the Knight of Wands. To me, this feels like you feel like things with your family might be going a little wonky, right? And you're really hoping for that, like, togetherness with others. You're looking for your support system. You're looking for familial comfort and celebration, right? You just want to be together with the people that you love. Followed by the Knight of Wands. I feel like whatever is going to bring you there is going to be a really passionate endeavor that's just going to propel you forward towards that. So yeah, that's it for those. I'm going to put them back in though, because the way they came out would be really hard for me to just continue. Sometimes I can just continue, but that was not one of the times. So we're just going to start over there. Gemini. All right. The Empress. Wow, you're in some awesome energy. Crossed by the 9 of Cups. Are you kidding me? You're like, I have everything I need inside me, and I've been working really hard to, you know, make my happiness. Like, I've got everything I need inside, and I use everything I have inside to reflect that I have everything I need outside kind of energy. That's kind of where that's going for me. All right, so, wow, Gemini. You're getting a lot of, well, you've got 3 major arcana so far. 4. All right, wow. So you're in some really strong energy within yourself. In the recent past, you get the Strength card. You may have been dealing with a Leo as well, because the Strength card is the card of the sign Leo. But maybe not. You would know best. Yeah, so strength in the recent past. I think strength is pretty obvious, right? It's like having to control your more animalistic desires or things like that, and just being strong in general. But if you look at this card, this person is taming a lion, right? So maybe there in the past was something inside yourself that you really needed to control. And based on this card, I'd say that it looks like you were doing a good job. But in the near future, you get the 8 of Swords. So this is like bad cycles of thinking. So to me, this is what I'm getting, right? In the recent past, you were doing a better job of controlling yourself in an unhealthy pattern than you are now. I feel like you're in this unhealthy pattern. And I feel like it's one of those patterns that it's like a self-imposed thing, like it's cyclical. It's like this happens over and over. It's like almost like an addiction. But this is more of a toxic relationship, or just being negative in the same way, just like negative thinking patterns and being stuck in them. But again, because that's the way it's coming through to me, I would also say that whatever that is, there is a way out, whether you see it or not. What I would like you to know about that is like these cycles of the mind. I believe with a lot of meditation and intention, you can really move away from that kind of energy. Not that it'll be easy, but I'm just saying that it is possible if that's what you're looking for. If you want to get back to that Strength card, you know. So your attitude. Yeah, okay, so you get the 4 of Swords. So this is, you are meditating. You're meditating on things. Like literally, this is like, I'm thinking about my life card. So whatever that is, you're already, I literally just said, yeah, you should meditate. And then it's like, yeah, I'm meditating. So you're already doing that, I guess, according to this reading. The energies that are surrounding you, you get the Moon. This to me says that, again, there's like some subconscious things that you're still trying to deal with, right? Like bad thought patterns that stem from like a subconscious problem that is not like readily known to you. So whatever is causing you to be in this cyclical negative thinking, you're not sure what it is. Like you're not fully in touch with what it is. Like, it's kind of a secret to you, right? So this moon card tells me that those things that are affecting you and putting you in that negative mindset, you're not intimately familiar with on a conscious level, right? Just subconsciously, and you don't know why it's still affecting you, but it is. In your hopes and fears, you get the Knight of Swords. You're afraid or concerned about like your own depression, your own misery, right? You don't want to lose everything and then like lay awake at night like with insomnia, just miserable, right? Or you could be afraid that maybe this is a part of that cyclical problem. You might be dealing with depression. You might be dealing with like manic depression, bipolar disorder, stuff like that. And I feel like in this case, you were afraid of your own emotional well-being. In that case, like, am I going to make the right choice? Am I going to be able to? Am I strong enough to? But the outcome, with all this, you're meditating, you know what you're afraid of happening. I think if you can meditate on how to get back to the strength card where you're like, you know what, I am strong, I can control my thoughts, I can control my behaviors. I think if you stay in this energy that you're in now, right, this attitude, if you keep this attitude of I'm going to meditate on it, you're going to be able to get to this King of Swords energy. The King of Swords is 100% sure of himself. He knows what he has to do. He intends to do it. He's intellectually firm. Like, he knows what he knows, and no one's going to change his mind, right? One thing that can change the mind of someone who thinks they're sure about something is a negative thought pattern, right? So in this case, you'd be your own worst enemy. So on this one hand, right, you're like, I know what I have to do. I know that things are good, and I'm not going to self-sabotage and blah, blah, blah. But then here comes this energy, right? Yeah, but this is like, I'm not worth it. I couldn't possibly do that. This is like the putting yourself down, being stuck in these things. No. Meditate on the thing, right? Get to this place, this King of Swords. Like, no, I know what I have to do. I know who I am. I know that my thought patterns were unhealthy, and I'm going to work on it. Not to say that you'll be perfect off the bat, because progress is not a straight line. You might feel progress and then regress and then progress and then regress, and you might be this far ahead and then this far behind and back and forth. I would say to keep working at it, and like, I believe in you. I know that's like silly to say from a reading, but like, I just feel like you might be lacking a real support system. I feel like all of your supportive energy is coming from yourself, because remember when those cards fell out in the beginning? I feel like you're yearning for like family, for friendship, for meaningful relationships, and those would help you to get out of this, right? And I also feel like the energies that surround you, you're just getting the moon. Like, it's just you and your subconscious. Like, you don't have that like tribe where you could just fall on your knees and be like, hey, I'm at rock bottom, I need help. So I just want to say that I believe that you can, and that's it. Like, you just can. You can. And that's it. Like, I believe in you. These energies feel like you just need a little bit of support. Like, maybe you just need a helping hand. I hope you can find one, because, like I said, that whole Three of Cups, it feels like you're looking for a community. So definitely find your people. Put yourself out there, because if you're able to get a support system like that, I feel like this situation will improve significantly for you. Okay, so let's clarify some things here. Let's clarify. Let's clarify the Fool in your conscious thoughts. In your conscious thoughts, you get the Fool, which again is like embarking on a new journey of, this meditation of getting out of things. To clarify the Fool, which is a major arcana, you get another major arcana, which is Judgment. You need to use your best judgment when you're going forward with things, right? Like, you want to start over. You want the new beginning, but you really need to watch your judgment. You need to use your best judgment and be very careful to do so. Get the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like this Queen of Pentacles in reverse in your subconscious, I feel like this could be possibly, this feels like, just feels like you in reverse, right? Like you're upside down. But let's just clarify who this Queen of Pentacles is in your subconscious. What is this subconscious thing you're going through? All right, Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. Oh, okay. So you feel like there's a really powerful female force, right? Maybe you feel like there's a really powerful person. I'm going to go ahead and say. You feel like there's a really powerful person who seems to have, like, you know, they seem to have it all. Like, they've got the car, they got the thing, right? Maybe they're not very nice to you because in the past, I get this Ten of Pentacles, right? Like family, legacy, like things are going to be great. But then in the future to that, you get this Nine of Wands energy in reverse. This is like, I have to defend myself and protect myself from you, right? So maybe you think the world of this person and you wanted to give them this, right? You wanted to give them, you wanted to present them with an emotional opportunity with you so as to perpetuate this family energy. But then I'm getting that, like, no, like this person is either just bad for me or this didn't work out or what. So I'd say I would personally try to move away from that because, I mean, those kind of things can put you in unhealthy cycles, right? And I would say to protect your energy. All right, let's clarify. Let's clarify the moon, these things that are unbeknownst to you, these things that are causing your troubled cycles of the mind. Let's see what we can clarify here in the moon. What is subconsciously plaguing Gemini? Yeah, having to walk away from a situation, like wanting to be completely happy. Okay. All right, yeah. In order to get this happiness and to be able to move forward with your creative endeavors, you have to walk away from that Queen of Pentacles energy in reverse, from that Eight of Swords energy, right? You need to completely step away from what's causing your lack of mental health or lack of mental clarity or peace or, you know, if you are able to do that, you'll find that ultimate happiness. You know what I mean? So long as you keep putting your energies towards it. And from this card, I would say that you have a lot of energy that you could be putting into this happiness. But first you need to stop putting it into these unhealthy cycles. Because let's say that energy is finite, right? I don't necessarily believe that. But say you only have a certain amount of energy to put towards things, right? And you're putting it all towards like these cycles in your head, right? Then when are you gonna put your energy in the other direction of like, okay, I'm choosing happiness, I'm choosing not to fight, I'm choosing not to indulge in this, like I need to walk away, right? I feel like although you don't get any having to choose cards, because I don't feel like you have to choose between the two necessarily. I feel like you need to walk away from something. And maybe you already know that, which is why it's not a choice. Maybe you're already walking away from the unhealthy thing. Let's clarify this hopes and fears, right? This insomnia, depression, maybe just afraid of being depressed. Like, to me, you know what? There might be some, there could be a drug addiction here, but, you know, I didn't get, never mind. I don't know. Take it or don't. What are we afraid of? I feel like when we run from our own depression, we kind of self-medicate, though. I feel like you're using a person or a thought pattern or a drug or a drink or something like that to avoid your own feelings. And I feel like you're just afraid of like feeling your own sadness. And what I would say about that is that when we get to that point of having so much sadness, the only way to do it is to rip the Band-Aid off. You got to feel it all the way through, because then at a certain point you'll be done feeling it and it will be resolved, and then you'll be able to move forward with the things that you truly want in your life. You know, otherwise you're just keeping yourself stuck by avoiding it. So let's see, let's clarify. Nine of Swords and the fears. All right, perfect. Yeah, okay, you might be moving towards a Libra by the end of this. Okay, so again, you get the Three of Cups again. So you feel like, yeah, but I don't have a support system. you know, I've got all these new ideas and no one to share them with. And then you get the Justice card, which is the Libra card. So you could be moving towards a Libra who might be able to help you balance out your opposing views and feelings. I find that Librans are really good to talk to. Like, you know, the more mature Libras are really good at trying to help you problem solve or just, you know, sit in certain energies. But if it is not a Libra, then it's just finding balance, right? It's like, I'm afraid that I don't have a support system, that, you know, I'm not going to be able to bounce all these new ideas off people, right? Because you're a Gemini, right? You want to talk about it. You want to get to the bottom of it. You want to analyze it. You want to break it down. You want to be like, what is going on with me? Why am I like this right now, right? And yeah, it's just a matter of having to balance things out and figure out and weigh things out and break it down and analyze it and go, you know, figure out what is weighing you down and what would lift you up, right? But again, this could be a Libran energy, a fellow air sign, and they're just as able, they have just as much of a capacity to analytically break things down and just, you know, indulge in the, I don't know, like the air sign analytical brain stuff, you know? So there's that. I think if there's a supportive Libra in your life, to seek them out. Just really quick, I just want to clarify the strength in the past, because the strength in the past tells me that you were able at one point to really keep yourself in check, and that something maybe happened or an energy entered your energetic field that kind of put you off kilter, right? I feel like at a certain point you had the personal power, the personal strength, and you were doing well. So I just want to see here how you were doing that, what your environment was like, maybe how you got there. Let's just see 3 cards on the Strength card. All right, we get the Queen of Wands in reverse. Wow, okay, no, to me, I think you're definitely dealing with a fire sign, so like a Leo, a Sagittarius, and Aries. There's a lot of fire in this, and there's a lot of, particularly there's a lot of Leo. Now whether there's actually a Leo or not, maybe someone has a Leo moon, maybe it's just like a Leo type of energy, but there is so much Leo because I consider the Queen of Wands to be Leo as well, and that came out right away. So to me this feels like a person, maybe a breakup, but I feel like you need to move away from it swiftly, quickly. You get the Knight of Wands again, so this is just like powerfully moving towards the ending in order to resolve things. I think that's how I'm interpreting this. This is how this is looking to me. This is an ending with a Leo moving towards a whole other energy of just like, I need to do what's right for me, and I need to just do it guns blazing, like I got to do it all the way. Right? So that's a lot. All right, so I'm going to pull 3 cards from the universe in response to this reading. They could be comfort cards, advice cards, you would know best, but I might know too. So we'll see what the universe has to say. And one more, universe, one more. Okay, 2 of Cups with a lion on it. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you are absolutely 100% dealing with a Leo. Anyway, you get the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, and the 2 of Cups. I feel like there was abundance with you and this other person once, right? Because you're getting this 2 of Cups. This could also be your own like Gemini energy, but I don't really see it that way. This Queen of Swords in reverse is someone who's, to me, their ideas, like they're sure about them, and they're like, I know what I believe, and I know this, and I know that, but it feels kind of like they're intimidating, right? But like not necessarily even in a positive way. It's like, it's almost like it's on purpose, like they want to put you down. That's kind of what I'm getting. Kind of like a smugness, like, yeah, but I'm perfect, so if I make you feel bad, it's your fault. Like, that's what it feels like to me. In the recent past, you get the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is like great abundance, right? But in reverse, I feel like this person might be shoving it in your face. It could be like blood money kind of abundance. Like, there's a lot of different things that could mean. But like the energy is that we have everything we need, but something's not right. You know what I mean? Like we either got it doing something funky, someone's not sharing, or there's just still an energy of lack around all this abundance when people could just share and be back and forth and open. Someone's like closing off their own abundance and power, and just being like no. And like you still want, to me this says you still want that. So I feel like that's what's putting you in your head. Like you are having a hard time just walking away because you're thinking about it. You're like, I want this, I'm overthinking, I can't just be done. So let's clarify this Two of Cups, right? Why? Yeah, all right, here's your choice. It's like, you know you have to make a choice, but you don't want to. I don't want to make this choice. This choice is too hard. Then you get the Seven of Wands. Like, you have to defend everything you know, and there's always fighting. You know that the choice, right? So the way this comes out, right? It's like, oh, we're a couple, we're happy, right? But are we? Because I need to make a choice. Because even though this is how I want to look at things, this is what's really happening. I'm always fighting. I'm always defending myself. I always have to be on guard. We're always arguing. We never agree. This isn't going to work out, right? You know this, but you're still looking at this energy of like, oh, but we can just be together, right? No, I would say no. If it were me, I would walk away from this because, well, I think that I would walk away from this. But hey, maybe you need to be there. But intuitively, for me, this feels like I need to walk away from this fighting and having to be defensive because it's what's good for me, and I can get to happiness if I can let go of this. So, Gemini, that is what I have for you. I hope this helps, and I will see you next time. Bye.